What is the real state of this race in Texas? I mean, I worked for the Bush family, and the idea that Texas is I mean, we followed your race very closely. I know you came very close to defeating Ted Cruz, but what does it feel like on the ground? And is it too soon to tell? Tell me what it really feels like in a general election context in Texas right now.
The most accurate way I could describe this is to call it possible. There are polls that show Biden up by a little bit. There are polls that show Donald Trump up by a little bit. As you know, we lost by only 2.5 points to Ted Cruz, more votes than any Democrat in Texas history. And that was in a midterm, which, as Carville knows, typically favors Republican turnout over Democratic turnout in a presidential election cycle with this historical failure in leadership at all Republican levels of government in the state and nationally. And then this supercharged energy at the state house candidate level. We are contesting everywhere across the state with extraordinary people, primarily women and women of color, who are running right now to claim a majority for the first time in 20 years. I actually think, Nicole, you're going to see these reverse coattails where instead of Biden pushing votes down the ballot, you're going to have these state house candidates surging votes up to the presidential level. And it could be, for the first time since 1976, that Texas awards our electoral college votes to the Democratic nominee. And I think that more than anything else could stop Trump and Trumpism in America, because any close call he will exploit to cause confusion and chaos and attempt to steal the election. The best defense against that is Texas. Texas is the offense that we need to be running right now.
All three of these things we've talked about are things that I want to keep talking about if you'll keep coming back. I mean, this idea that what happens in Texas says something really important about Trumpism is something I absolutely, and I know that the Trump campaign for their part is very worried about Arizona. There's some overlap with the kind of voters they're losing in Arizona and the suffering around the pandemic and the kinds of things that animate some voters in Texas. So let's stay on this. Let's put a pin in this, and to be continued. Beto O'Rourke, thank you so much. Thank you for spending some time with us. Thank you.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.